So yesterday I was watching a Papa Gut stream, and in it he was watching a video from Prism42, bringing to light these allegations of Chris inappropriately talking to a minor. Now, she most certainly did inappropriately talk to a minor. These conversations weren't sexually explicit. However, it's just like things that should be never said to a child ever. It's in general that it was weird that she was talking to this middle schooler to begin with, and I that needs to be addressed most certainly. I would also say the stuff with the lolly art Ava needs to address it, because again it's weird, it's gross, it just terrible. Okay, get out of here with that shit. It's just like, oh, it's not PDF file art. Actually, it is. It's not technically CP. Is the vibe around Lolly, and it's just like, no. But there's a couple problematic things that I see in this video, and I hate it when legitimate criticism is written off as homophobia or transphobia, like in the case of Mudahar when he dropped that Keffels video. Everyone was just pointing at that thumbnail being like, oh, look how transphobic this is, instead of engaging with the actual criticism of the video. However, in this video, it's not like just the thumbnail that's the problem. It's a couple things. First off, dead named Ava Kris Tyson. It's not that hard to get the name right. If you go to Prism's channel, you'll see that he's dead named Ava Kris Tyson like 3 times already. And it's, again, not that hard just to get the name right. There's nothing in these DMs between these two to be like, oh yeah, Chris was trying to fuck them. This video feels like the first half of an exposed video. Like, it feels like all primer for the knockout punch. There's just nothing here that shows Chris Tyson trying to groom this person. There's a point where Prism starts to argue that it was like, oh, it's solicitation. Maybe. He's trying to say the entire thing is already illegal. Maybe. I would say that's up to a fucking jury. I don't think there's enough to, if Chris went before a jury, to convict her for this. Because again, there's just, if we're just taking what's in the video, definitely not enough. They claim to have more. They claim to be making a more comprehensive video. But like right now, there's nothing that could suggest a crime or could catch a conviction on her. It's weird to me that Prism is sitting there with a signed Chris Chan medallion. That dude raped his mom. Why do you have something that's signed by him, her? It's just weird. There's a couple times in this video where Prism brings up jokes. These jokes are inappropriate. They shouldn't be happening with a middle schooler, but they're jokes at the end of the day. Numerous times throughout this video, Prism mentions Ava's sexual preferences.
Really, really bad, considering all the other stuff with the art that I talked about. The fact that you're also bisexual, and the fact that you are also attracted to men as well as women.
And I think this was done due to a lack of evidence showing Ava doing anything like trying to get with this person at all. Because it's there, to me, that's there to plant the seed, like, Ava's attracted to men and women. Oh, she could possibly be trying to, have sex with him, even though there's nothing to suggest that's happening. The logic is, oh, he's a bisexual, so he's trying to get with a child. This is the same logic that Republicans use to be like, oh, gay people shouldn't be near children, and I don't think you should be using these arguments at all, because that's most certainly going to cause the video to be written off as homophobic, and personally, I think it's homophobic. Just the sheer amount of times that this guy mentions it can't not be. Or it's what I said previous, where he just doesn't have enough evidence. Dog, come at him when you have more evidence. Like, he spent more time talking about the ages than the actual allegations themselves in this video. And near the end of the video, he says Ava Kris Tyson shouldn't be around children because they think they're the opposite gender. That happens twice near the end.
I do think it's inappropriate that you had someone that says that they're the opposite gender near kids, because I don't think kids should be exposed to that sort of thing. You seem to be okay with having someone that says they're the opposite gender near kids. I don't think that that's a good thing.
Wild to put that in. That's super transphobic. Surprised all these people who are reacting really haven't called it out, because it's just like that's transphobic at the end of the day. And now if you want to say Ava shouldn't be around children due to their liking of lolicon art, then yeah, no, that I agree with. That's the actual problem here. That Ava has a thing for lolly art. That's the problem, not the trans thing. But why you're bringing up the trans thing, and it's gonna cause these, because there's definitely some things that Chris needs to respond to here, but it's just gonna cause this to be written off as transphobia. Again, I do think that was kind of transphobic. There's just no way. I didn't even catch it when I watched it the first time, but I was rewatching it today and I was like, what the fuck? Bro really said that shit. Wild. Wild. Why are you including this at all? You're gonna fuck up your allegations. Another thing is, I don't feel these people are, this guy's being genuine when he says, oh, I'm not making this video to be for clout, which he does say.
I'm not trying to get views off of this. I'm not trying to go, oh man, this is my big hit. I'm not trying to grift. I'm genuinely concerned.
I don't think that, because he went on to Papa Gut's stream after Papa Gut was done watching the video, and like the first thing the guy says is like, oh, this guy stole the video.
Yeah, before we start, me and Vertius just want to say that Adrox, he just didn't even mention us in the video, and that he did a very poor job at like crediting us. I don't know. I was
that's
told to say
the
that.
first video I watched.
Hey, if you're not in it for the views, what does it matter if they stole the video? Like if you're just here to spread the message of what Ava did, then look, someone else is helping you spread that message. What does it matter? I don't have a problem with it. I think, if you're making something to get views, be honest about it. In this case, I think they're making it for views, and they're just trying to be like, oh, well, that's going to make us seem shitty. So best to include this weird disclaimer thing that's like, oh, we're not in it for the views, but it's just like disingenuous. Be honest. Yeah, no, this is going to get views. This video is this guy's most viewed video on his channel. Everything in this video, every source of evidence is from something public, so it's either from Twitter or a public Discord server, and that's because when they approached Lava, the person that they featured in this video, the 13-year-old, they didn't want anything to do with them. They didn't want to be a part of this video, and yet they still went ahead and made this video. And it's like, if Lava is a victim, clearly you're not respecting their wishes. I don't think Lava wanted this video to be made, because when Prism went on to Papa Gut's stream, he's just like, ah, yes, Lava? Oh, he doesn't like us anymore.
Yeah, maybe reach out to the person and see if they want to talk about it. And, it might
Well,
be...
I mean, we did reach out to Lava G. He doesn't really like us now.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't like us now.
Why would the person that you're trying to help, be like, oh, what happened to you? Why would they not like you anymore? It's almost like you disrespected their wishes. And I said it earlier, this feels like half an exposed video, because you're missing the part with like the private chats. That's where the damning shit would be, because nothing too terrible is going to happen publicly. So if anything bad happened, it would be in private DMs. But the person that you're trying to be like, oh, Chris groomed, this is kind of like the implication you're trying to give off. is being like, no, nothing happened.
Honestly, I hope he
Yeah.
comes out and says something, because we do really want to know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, like, he was claiming that, like, you know, that there's nothing weird about Kris, but we know that that's not true, because the
Yeah.
lolicon stuff, there is something weird about Kris.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I just
They're saying, no, nothing happened. Why are you making this video still? You've been told nothing happened. You're trying to be like, oh no, they still idolize them. Right now, you just gotta sit there and be like, oh, well, shit. The person that the victim in the situation is saying nothing happened. Maybe something did, but until they come forward with it, I would probably hold off on making any more videos. During the Papa Gut stream, they say, oh, Lava hates us now. That's probably because they leaked where he went to high school, where he goes to college, and where he works currently. I would also be pissed at you if you did that. So you're leaving out their name, but you don't think it's important to leave out their workplace, where they went to school, where they're currently going to school. You're clearly... this is very sloppy, and you should have taken way more precautions. I'm just going to say right here, I'm not including where they work, where they went to school, because, again, should remain private. That doesn't really fucking matter. Like, it should not have been mentioned by these idiots at all. And you just dox this person that wants nothing to do with the situation to begin with. That's pretty much all I have to say about this video. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And Prism, I'm not going to say fuck you. I usually do at the end of the video. I'm just going to say, get it the fuck together. What are you doing?